Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Connor Knowles, and this is the Nerdic Gods podcast, episode 230. Joining me as always, Daniel Neverrolly.
Up gamers. What's going on?
Who cares about him? Also joining us, Chris. How you doing, Chris?
I'm all right, thanks. Thanks for having me.
Welcome back to the show. Been a while. When was the last time you were
been a
on?
while.
I remember being on with you and Sims
A
before you
while
guys were going to that wrestling thing.
Yeah, probably about
Yeah.
then.
Yeah.
That's
Right around
about right.
that. Was that last
We're
summer
doing it again
already?
this summer.
Are you?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Is that like a yearly thing for WWE?
It's AEW.
Oh, it's
and
AEW. Shit.
Yeah, they've done it last summer and this summer. We'll see whether they continue. I don't know if ticket sales are good this year, but fingers crossed. Wembley, it's all good.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. AEW kind of on the downfall here. Like, it seems like WWE is really taking over now. Like, it seems like they were kind of close, but now it just seems like WWE really.
WWE is definitely the biggest game in the out there.
Yeah.
AEW was doing well, and it has dropped a little bit in terms of like viewers, and I think at the moment WWE is going through a very good period with some very good stories, and they've got some good guys for people to get behind. But AEW is still hanging in there. Still got a lot of potential. Still, it should still be a cracking show at Wembley.
Yeah, that was cool from the outside looking in, just seeing like a big competitor for WWE rise up a little bit, you know? Like, I've never seen that before, at least in the mainstream sphere.
He'll be there until Tony Khan decides he doesn't want to pay for it anymore.
Yeah.
So, fingers crossed.
That's awesome. Well, Chris, how you been for the whole year, I guess, since you haven't been on? Been playing a lot of
I've
games?
been good. Yeah, but not a lot of the big releases, really.
No.
I've got quite a backlog at the moment of some of the bigger games and some of the bigger games from last year. I've still not played God of War Ragnarok.
Ooh.
That's on. Got to play that. Not played Spider-Man 2 yet.
Oh,
I haven't even finished Horizon. The
Wow.
Forbidden West. I haven't finished
Take
that.
that,
Yeah.
PlayStation.
Damn.
I know. I've got them all. The thing is, I paid for them all.
He's like, I beat
They're all still ready
Hellblade,
to go.
Redfall, and fucking Starfield, though.
Hell, PlayStation love me. I've got PlayStation VR too. I paid for that.
You and like
Wow.
10 other people.
Yeah, wow. One of the chosen few. Congrats.
Yeah. I love that system though. It hurts me that other people don't.
Very passionate, small fan base that PSVR 2 has.
Oh,
Though.
good.
What have you played this year though? Anything stand out in your mind as like your front runner for your game of the year type of thing?
Well, I've started playing in this last week a game which I think might sneak it potentially, but currently based on games I've already played, Animal Well was very good. I've rolled credits on that. I haven't finished it because obviously they're still finding hidden stuff in that game, but that was well worth a play. I played a bit of Electro, did enjoy that. I think what the big releases I've played really.
Did you play Rebirth?
No, because I haven't finished the first
You
one.
haven't finished Remake. Okay, cool.
I've started it, and it's like I haven't finished 16 yet. That's still I'm
Yeah.
still working on that.
I think you can play Remake and Rebirth before you play 16.
Oh,
I
love
love 16, but it's not as good as Remake and Rebirth.
I got distracted by something when I was playing 16.
I totally don't blame people though that don't finish. All the games you just named are like super long.
So long.
You know, like I
Yeah.
totally get it. You know, like in a different world, I would also just be like, this is so fucking long. Like I'm good. And then you just name 2 indie games that you can beat in relatively short time, right? It's just video games are too long nowadays.
I'm playing a lot of retro games or
Yeah.
like slightly older games. I've recently jumped back into Hollow Knight, which I
Ready
feel
to
like I
get
did a
to it.
disservice to. That's the thing. I think I did a disservice to Hollow Knight when I first got it. It didn't really click with me. I love Metroidvanias, but Hollow Knight for some reason just didn't. I didn't really vibe with it. I don't know whether it was just hearing too many people being so glowing about it and just wanted to push back and go, "Oh, that good," but no, it is. In hindsight, I missed the boat on that one. So I've been playing that. What else have been playing? Still working my way through the Castlevania collection. That's really good. But Spelunky. I jumped into Spelunky.
I need to play those
Hell yes.
recently. That's
Yeah.
fun. Yeah, it's a good game. I think what I was the big Near Automata.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Yeah, That's great. It's so
Yeah, it
good.
is.
I haven't played that
Yeah.
before.
I've had that one downloaded
Until
ever since
recently.
after Stellar Blade. I want to start it, but
So
I'm,
good.
You should definitely.
I'm juggling a lot of things right now.
Yeah, once
Still
you get
playing
a.
Assassin's
I
Creed
started
Valhalla.
that one back in the day, back when it like first came out near. But they have that stupid thing where like the first hour, if you die, you got to redo that whole first hour. So it's like, and I died like twice, and you get like 30 minutes in, and I was just like, yeah, just don't die, right? But
Just be
yeah,
good.
yeah, just don't be good the first hour of the game. Great. So yeah,
It is worth it.
yeah. One day I will get past that first hour, hopefully.
Yeah, it's really really good. I've been playing that. I'm still playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I still jump into that. I still love that game.
You can play that game forever.
Are you a big
I
AC
am,
guy,
I
Chris?
can. It's massive. But
Are you a big Assassin's Creed guy? I'm a setter. Are you big ass guy?
Yeah, big ass guy.
You like cake?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't say I'm like majorly, but I've really liked the open world ones.
Interesting.
Because I love just exploring and doing it. I much prefer that to the more sort of follow the plot along versions.
Cool.
But I did like Assassin's Creed 1, I liked Assassin's Creed 2, but then I sort of dropped off until they went to Egypt. And since then I've been back on. But I haven't played Mirage. But I am looking forward to the
Shadows.
one later in the year. Shadows. Yeah. That looks really good. So that might tempt me back in. But the game I've been playing recently, the one I said that might sneak my game of the year, is a game with the worst title I've heard in ages.
Oh.
Called Max Mustard.
Max Mustard.
I don't know if you've heard of it. Max
No.
Mustard, and it's on the Oculus Quest, and it's about to come to PC VR. Basically, it's a Mario platformer meets Astrobot Rescue Mission, basically.
Okay.
And it's a 3D platformer, but she's everywhere. You play this little character called Max, and she is like she's a really cool character to sort of run around with, and they've just added loads of cool little things, like you can at one point you can like have a gun and you're shooting stuff while she's moving around and she's going above you and stuff. If you ever played Astrobot on the original PSVR, then you've got a good feel for what it's like. It's superb. It's just so much fun. But yeah, worst title to a game in ages.
Yeah, 3D platformers in particular seem to have found somewhat of a home on VR. Like, for whatever reason, it seems like developers have been able to kind of make really good 3D platformers just for VR. Yeah. And that's always been very appealing to me.
It's great. I really want a new Astrobot on PSVR too.
Yeah,
I really hope that one of the few games they're working on out there and the official studios is that.
I mean, we're going to talk about it, but are you disappointed that the new Astrobot is not VR?
Can't be disappointed because it's more Astrobot, and I loved the one that we got with the PS5. But yeah, I'd like another VR one just because
it should at least have the capability, right? Like it should just be both. Like they're
hopefully, yeah.
But
at some point, maybe.
Yeah,
they might potentially could do what Capcom have done and bring it in out later on, like they do with the Resident Evil games.
I think that'd be wise.
I think the question would be how difficult is that, right? Like how you know how much does that cost? How many developers do you got to put on just straight up doing that, etc.
We'll see. But no, there's still plenty of play on PSVR too, if people are willing to try it.
Cool. Well, guys, we don't have shit for news this week, so I figured it'd be a good time. Let's go over the rest of the games coming out for the rest of this year. I think we're exactly halfway through the year right now. So we got about 6 months left. A lot of games to look forward to. So I want to go over, highlight some of the big ones, talk about how we feel about them, etc.
Yep.
So guys, let's do just that. First up then, starting the month of July. Not too many big releases coming out in July, but there are a couple.
One just came out.
We can point out.
Today, I think.
Is it today?
Yeah.
I think it's July 4th. I'm not sure which one you're talking about. Are you talking about the first Descendant?
Dawn Trail. No, Dawn Trail.
Oh, the DLC for Final Fantasy 14.
It just came out.
Just came out. Okay.
As we're speaking.
I don't think that one's for any of us, but
no, but I think that's probably the biggest release.
It was a big release. Yeah, huge game.
People are glowing about 14 everywhere. When watching my gaming news and stuff, they keep talking about how good it is. It is tempting to try it, but I've not played it yet.
Yeah, I just don't know with MMOs. That seems like such a commitment, you know? It scares me.
Especially 14. Like you got to play everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds terrifying, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you want to put 1,000 hours into this game? Like, no, not really.
Not really.
Not
Yeah,
really.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Because by the time you put 1,000 hours in, all the other people are 1,000 hours ahead.
Right.
Even
Yeah.
further now.
Yeah. Okay, so then on July 4th coming out is Zenless Zone Zero, which I know our friend Andrew is looking forward to quite a bit.
Hmm.
This
Yeah,
is
Yeah.
the Genshin Impact guys, right, Daniel?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hoyo,
okay.
Hoyo. Yeah.
Yeah, this is in the Hoyo verse, right? Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah. The MiHoYo verse. Yeah, yeah.
What a
I think it looks
verse
really
it
good.
is.
Hmm. Having,
Now, is
I
this the
knew
one
nothing
where
about
like
this game.
she's like Spider-Man a little bit and you're like fucking swinging around a city, or am I thinking of something completely
That's
different?
a different game.
That's a different
Different
game.
game.
Okay.
This is like an action game.
Yeah. Yeah. It looks. I actually think it looks really good. I didn't know anything about it, but obviously as you say, Andrew's interested in it, and so I thought, oh, okay. So I watched a video of it earlier on, and I'm like, yeah, might give that a go. It looks quite good fun.
It's coming to
Certainly a
mobile,
pretty looking game. Yeah.
which I think all
He's
these
tempted
Mi.
to try PC, I think, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, all
That's
these
like this
MiHoYo
company's
games.
thing though, is to put it on
Mhm.
It
mobile,
is.
right? Yeah.
Yeah. You got to get those mobile because they're going to be spending money. That's why Genshin makes so much money.
Yeah, that's where they make majority of their money. So, yeah, I mean, it makes
Yeah.
total sense, right?
I keep meaning to go back to that at some point because I did quite enjoy my time with it, but it's not happened.
You guys correct me if I'm wrong. The next major one I'm seeing then is Angry Foot coming out on
Angerfoot, yeah. That's what I was
July 11th, which is pretty soon here.
looking at.
I know
That
a lot
game
of
looks
people
really
really
cool.
like the the demo of this
Devolver.
game. Yep,
Yeah, I think this
Devolver's
game like
publishing.
visually looks crazy. It looks kind of gross at the same
What do you
time.
do? Like, what is the objective here? All I ever see is the you're just kicking indoors. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it
It's a
reminded.
lightning fast, hard blast of kicking doors and kicking ass.
Hell
That's the
yeah.
first line about the
Hell
about the
It
game.
kind of reminds me of
Duke
Hotline
Nukem wrote
Miami.
that.
Like you
Hmm.
Oh,
like
okay,
going
one of
in
those,
trying
yeah.
to kill really quickly. It seemed like you die quick and then they die quick. So it seems like a very run based or like a Ghost Runner or something like that, where you're just going through very fast.
Hmm.
Well, this is Devolver, right? Didn't Devolver? Oh no, I was gonna say Neon White. Neon White was not Devolver. It was Annapurna. Never mind.
Yeah,
But yeah, this seems just like a very run based type thing is what I'm getting. But
looks fun. Looks fun.
yeah,
Maybe just for small doses, but yeah, it looks good.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to be an Angry Foot, go for it. July 11th. Only on PC, no console release on that one yet, huh?
Hmm.
yeah, it's very
Yeah,
odd.
just Windows. Yeah. Strange.
Okay then. Next game would be let's see here.
Don't skip it. Yeah, you already
Which
did. It sounds like
which one am I skipping? Yeah, call it out.
Darkest Dungeon 2.
Oh, okay. Well, isn't that
Well,
game
for the
already been
console.
out? Okay,
For
the
PC, but nobody
Darkest
cares about
Dungeon
PC.
2 coming out on what date is that? July 15th?
Yeah, everything.
To
It
everything
is on
finally.
PC now.
There you
Yeah.
go. Daniel, are you particularly excited for this one then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love the first game. So good. Very
Cool.
excited to play this one.
Cool. Yeah, it always looks somewhat interesting to me, but I don't know. Looks like
You kinda
something
have
more
to be
fun
in the
co-op.
headspace for it. Yeah, like I said, I play it co-op, even though it's not a co-op game. In that way, it's kind of fun because it's challenging, and you kind of have to pick
Okay.
like different it's run based, and like you kind of like have your four characters, so you can kind of make little builds and stuff like that. It's a very fun game. Love it.
Been
Very
out on
tough.
PC since May,
Yeah,
apparently.
yeah. It was an early
It's got good
access for
reviews.
like a year. Um, I think they did that with the first game too, and then it started coming everywhere.
It looks an interesting game. Not one I played. Didn't play the original, but it does look good. So
It could be a good Switch game. It kind of being run
Mm.
based and stuff. If you even handheld, I know you have your ROG Ally. Could be just something nice to play
and
in your
Switch.
handheld.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
Next game then I'm seeing is Flintlock: The Siege of Dawn, coming out July 18th.
Yes. Yeah, that looks quite good.
Yeah, another Souls-like game for y'all. This
For us
one,
Souls perverts.
yeah, you freaky Souls kids out there. This one's got an interesting
Gosh.
setting though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I thought it looked really good in the trailer when they dropped it recently. Was it the Xbox show had it?
I
Mhm.
believe so.
Had it, and
Yeah.
I thought it looked really
Yeah,
good
was
in
it the
that.
Xbox show like 2 years ago, and then they kind of went
Yeah.
quiet?
Oh, it might have
Mm.
been Keeley's show this year, and I think
Might
it
be.
was. I think it was more of like an ad at the
Mm.
Keeley thing this year. But they look good. I guess they're
Yeah.
all ads, but this one was just like straight up a commercial. Next game then would be Nintendo World Championship, NES edition, coming out July
Yes.
18th as well.
Seems cool. I'm not gonna play it, but
No.
I like the idea of it.
Yeah, I guess I'm not really super into time trial type of stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't particularly like it. I do always like watching that games done quick thing though. Whenever I see
So fun.
a game that like I really
Gotta
like
watch
from
the
those.
Mario 64 ones because they're the best.
Yeah, yeah,
Watching
those
people
are
just break that
just
game.
jump up the stairs backwards and they go super fast.
It might be fun as sort of a party game of seeing how quick you can get like your
Yeah.
mates round and you played it with that. But I can't see me ever playing it and going, "Oh, I'm going to try and get a leaderboard." Ain't going to happen. So I don't know. I think we've skipped another one, haven't we? I think Daniel, you're very excited about Aerial Knights We Never Yield.
And I played and beat that first one.
Where was that?
There you go.
What was the date on that one?
It was above.
It was above. Oh,
I'm
okay.
not.
It's just a...
Yeah, it's okay. I'm not like super excited. I'm curious about it. Like the first one's just kind of an endless runner, where you're kind of like, doing different motions. Pretty basic, but I think the music was pretty interesting. I think the world was kind of interesting. I don't think it was like super special, but it was an interesting first game for someone. I will keep an eye out. I don't know if I'm going to play it though.
I just didn't know there was a sequel coming.
Yeah, I did, but I forgot.
Next on July 19th, I don't think any of us care about this, but I know this is a big deal. EA Sports College Football 25 is back.
Yeah, that's a huge deal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It is big.
that game's going to be very big. Yeah,
Certainly.
It's been
Yeah.
what? How long since that? 9 years or something like that, or 9 or 10 years since the last one.
Yeah.
So it's been a long time without college football, and like, I know that you're over the across the water, but like college football in America, like football in
Still
America,
watch
is
it over
huge,
here.
but college
Yeah.
football is those fans are die hard.
My
for
dad
college
is
football.
massively into the NFL, and but he will watch college football games as well
Yeah.
because they show them over here as well. So
Yeah, it's
I went
huge.
to a Badger game once, and I was just shocked how many people were
how
there.
crazy they get. For
Yeah, dude,
college.
they got
It's
crazy.
wild.
I was like, wow,
Yeah.
you guys all really care about these kids playing football, huh?
I like when kids beat each other up.
Yeah, like, yeah, brain damage.
CTE.
CTE.
That's what we were all shouting in the stands. Also on July 19th then is, how do you pronounce this? Kinitsu
Kinitsu.
Gami
Mitsugami.
Nami.
Path of the Goddess coming out on July 19th as well. The next Capcom game.
I hope
Capcom
this
don't
game's
miss as of
awesome.
late, so we will have to
Yeah.
see with this. I think we
I hope
we
it
were
is.
just talking about this before the show. So what is this exactly? Like, what is the premise here? Third person real-time strategy tower defense, it says. Okay, so
Yeah.
there's a broad idea there, I guess.
Yeah,
Is
there's
it
some-
it's
like, there's some
multiplayer, right?
action. I don't know. I don't think so.
This isn't like a co-op. This
No.
comes off as a good co-op thing, no?
The reason why is
Ooh.
because you're seeing the goddess and you're guiding a different character through.
Yeah.
But it's like it seems like tower defense with like some action, and then you're kind of like guiding the goddess like to the exit point.
Okay.
And it's coming to Game Pass.
Yeah, it's coming to
Also
Game
on
Pass,
Game
so it'd
Pass.
be easy to play.
Is this on everything?
Worth a try.
PS4, PS5, Xbox, PC, no
No
Switch.
Switch.
No Switch.
No
Okay.
Switch.
No
Wow.
Switch.
Maybe the Switch Pro when it comes out.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay. I think that's it for July, unless you guys are seeing anything else.
Yeah. No, I'm quite interested in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splintered Fate. I know it's already come out on the Apple Store.
Yeah.
But I thought that looked quite good fun actually on the Switch.
Yeah, a lot of
maybe
people
sit
like that
around,
one. Where
get my
did we
daughter and
see
play it
that?
with.
It was the
Um,
Keeleys, wasn't it?
Nintendo one? Yeah.
No, it was Nintendo. Maybe
Was
it
it
was
Nintendo's
Nintendo.
one?
Okay.
It was at
I think.
the yeah. That's
Yeah,
what
I
it was.
remember
It just
everybody
looked-
being really excited when they first saw it, and then everyone was like, "Oh, it's already been out on mobile. Never mind."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Earth Defense
Right.
Force 6 is probably going to be a cool game. I'll just shout that.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Earth
that
Defense
was
Force
fun.
is kind of a stupid fun franchise, so
Yeah.
that's just I'll give a shout out to that game.
Cool. Then we hop into August here. First thing I'm seeing, I guess, would be Star Wars Bounty Hunter. I know that's a re-release of an old game, but a lot of people really love that old game. So coming out
Yeah.
July 1st, if you want to catch that.
Shout out to Pepper Grinder coming everywhere else now. It was only on Switch and
Oh,
PC,
okay.
I think there. So now it's coming to Xbox and PlayStation. Like that game was early in the year, was pretty popular, reviewed really well.
That's
Also World of Goo 2 coming out July 2nd.
The original
yeah.
was very popular,
Yeah.
and people really loved it. So fingers crossed.
How long ago was
Wait,
that
wait a long
original
time.
one? That must have been a
Ages
while ago.
ago.
Yeah. Was that a Wii
Ages ago.
game even?
I want to say it came out around the sort of time that Mass Effect 2 came out.
Yeah, so that would have been
Because I
Wii.
was talking to someone with the original version time
Yeah.
ago. So it's been a while.
Okay, cool. Is this one you're planning on picking up, Chris?
I might do, to be
Yeah.
honest,
Okay.
just because people speak so fondly of the original. But I've never played the original. I just watched somebody else play it.
Yeah, they always
Yeah,
looked
it
really
looks alright.
creative. Or the first one did,
Ooh.
at least.
Yeah, it's a cool looking game.
Next game then, July 8th, Cat Quest 3.
Yeah, you're gonna get
Coming
that's
out
your
and
game, Connor.
everything. I do just really like how cute this game looks.
Yeah, you do. It's a cute
I have
series.
already played a cat game this year, so I might add another.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've thought about playing
Oh.
the Cat Quest games. They're cute.
Little Kitty Big City. I played that.
Yeah, that's the one I played
That's
too.
the one he's talking about. Yeah.
I loved Little Kitty Big
did play.
City. It's great time. Next game then would be SteamWorld Heist 2 coming out on July 8th.
Yes.
A lot of people looking forward to this one.
Mm.
Turn-based
I think
action
maybe
going
going
on
play
here.
the original. I completely missed what the original was all about. Well, I think I just thought it was something different. But when I saw the trailer for Heist 2, it's like, oh, that was really good. So
Yeah.
I may have to go back and play the first one.
This is where the
Uh-huh.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle thing was. It was at this direct, this indie direct. Now
Oh,
I
good.
remember. I'll come back.
Mhm.
Danielle,
Oh, yeah.
SteamWorld Heist 2 interests you at all? Seems like something you'd like.
Yeah, I'm not in this universe yet.
No.
It seems like a me game.
What was that 3D game they released? It was on Game Pass.
Gunk.
Remember this?
The Gunk.
No.
The Gunk. There you go. Chris is on it, man.
Oh.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I thought it was quite
That
good.
was
I didn't play a lot.
Yeah, I
That's
remember
Double
playing
Fine.
that for like
They
a
just
couple
published.
minutes.
That's Double Fine.
Double Fine published that, really?
No, no, they made it.
The Gunk?
That's a Double Fine game.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, that's published by that team.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, you mean Double Fine are the developers?
Yes, of the Gunk, yeah.
You sure
Yeah.
about that?
Yeah.
I thought it was the SteamWorld guys.
I'm pretty
I
sure
don't know.
that's a Double Fine game. Or maybe it's the other way. Maybe Double Fine published that game. Double Fine had their hand in the Gunk. I can't remember.
And did the Gunk. That's a
Yeah,
they need to
their
watch that.
hand is
Tim
shoved.
Schafer got his hand all up in that Gunk.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you're looking it up, please tell me. I'm curious.
Yeah,
I know
I'll,
that they
It says it was developed by the team that made SteamWorld Heist.
okay. So maybe they published it then?
Probably. Or it could have been
Uh,
developers from there. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
yeah,
It'd
I
be
think they were,
baffling
like-
if they published something in 2021.
Or maybe
that they
I'm
already
confusing it
own.
with a different game.
Yeah, it just says Thunderful
Maybe.
Publishing published it, and then Thunderful Development were the developers
What game am I thinking of then?
of Double Fine,
Broken,
Yeah.
whatever.
Broken
Broken
Age.
No, there's a
That
game
was an
that's similar
actual-
to the Gunk.
Huh.
Oh, it's called
Oh.
Rad.
Oh.
Wow, I'm going into the recesses of my brain. It's called Rad. It was like a game where it was like a third person game that looked like the Gunk. Never
Okay.
mind. I derailed this. False information.
Quick
Have you
mention
played
then.
SteamWorld Dig 2?
No, I need to. That's where I was going to
So
say
good.
is I want to play SteamWorld Dig 1 and 2, and then play Heist 1 before I play Heist 2. But I would
haven't
like to
played
play.
1, but played 2. Brilliant.
Yeah, I want to
Really
play. I own both of them. I would like to play them actually.
Big fan
Quick
of
mention
SteamWorld Dig
to Kenna Bridge of Spirits coming out on Xbox on August 15th.
Oh yeah,
Finally. Been years.
that's cool. Great game.
Okay.
Then
Okay.
Madden NFL 25 coming out August 16th.
Woohoo.
Which
I like
which
it.
one sells more, the college one or this? Probably this still, right?
This year, I mean, Madden will probably sell more, but this year I think it'll be pretty close. Like I think
Mm.
college coming back for the first time. I mean, it has a chance to be better than Madden.
That's crazy. That'd be
Yeah.
insane if EA's about to have 2 football games in the top 10 of
for
Circana
sure.
numbers.
Not even a question.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah. Okay, then August 20th, we got that Black Myth Wukong game finally coming out. Been a while. I feel like we've seen this one for years now. Yeah. The more I see this game, the more I like the look of it, though. They're talking about how like linear it is lately and stuff, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm into that. I'm into that then. So I don't. This might be something to check out.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we got August 23rd, Concord coming out on PlayStation 5 and PC.
Tucker's so excited for that one.
Is he really?
Oh, he is the biggest Concord defender I think I've ever seen.
Really? He's come up as
Yeah,
a
oh
Concord
yeah.
guy.
Yeah, if you go into his Discord, his thing is Tucker, comma, CEO of Concord. That is what his name is.
They just let him take that one. They were like, yeah. Sure. Go ahead, kid.
I am so like curious of this game. I don't know if it's going to do well or even review well, but I'm curious.
Are they going to drop it onto PlayStation Plus?
I wish.
Not yet. They haven't announced that yet. It would probably be smart.
Hmm.
Get more people in, but I don't know if they're going to take that hit.
That's the other one. Play Helldivers 2.
Oh, you played Helldivers 2 a lot, yeah.
Love that game.
Yeah, it's a great game.
That just came back to
I
you.
feel bad. I forgot that. Sorry. The reason that just came to my head because I remember saying in a chat with you guys about I wish they should have signed that up and got that onto one of the boss or something, just because it could be so massive.
It could be even bigger, yeah.
Yeah, Concord just not my cup of tea with the gameplay style and the whole Overwatch multiplayer thing, whatever the fuck they're doing there. So yeah, not something I'm particularly interested in. I hope it does well though for the studio's sake. Continuing on then, we got the World of Warcraft expansion coming out called The War Within, August 26th.
That looked really cool. That trailer at the Xbox showcase, that was a good trailer.
I was so hoping they were going to announce that finally it was going to come to consoles, but it didn't.
I think it not this quickly. Not this quickly. I think there could be a chance down the line.
Yeah, that's definitely what I
think
thought
that'll
when
be
it
my
first
jumping
popped
on
up at the Xbox showcase. I was like, oh, come to console finally.
Yeah.
That'll be your jumping on point. Fucking 30 years later, Chris.
Me too. I mean, me too.
I've never played it.
Literally, it's been 20 years this year.
That's insane. That is insane that a game can even go that long. All right, continuing on then. August 29th. We got Squirrel with a Gun coming out just on PC for now.
It's a weird looking game.
Yeah. I hate squirrels. Like I have a passionate hate for squirrels, so
when you're on the road, you instead of veering or slowing down, you're trying to hit all the squirrels.
I'm trying to hit the squirrels. Fuck those squirrels. They're just rodents. I don't understand. The love people have for just rodents.
It's because they're bushy
tails. I don't get it. Is
It's
that why they're
bushy
scary?
That's why.
You know what always freaked me out? You ever see the shitty Tim Burton Willy Wonka remake?
No, I don't remember. I know what it is. I don't remember.
So in that shitty remake, the squirrels take I think it's like the snobby rich girl and they throw her down the chute. And I don't know. He has a bunch of squirrels that like crack nuts or something in the held up in the chocolate factory. Dude, it was terrifying. They picked up the little girl, Daniel, and they threw her down a chute.
Do you think that's what they're doing? Is they're kidnapping children?
They could. I'm just saying, keep an eye on those squirrels.
Now they've got a gun.
Now they've got a gun. Now they've got a gun. We're giving them more power. Fucking America, Chris. We got so many problems. At least in UK, all you got to worry about is squirrels with a knife. Also, on August 29th, we got Visions of Mana coming out on everything. Well, not everything. No Switch.
Is it Mana or is it Mana?
Mana. I don't fucking know, man. It's Square. You tell me what to say, okay?
Tell me. I don't want to think about
it. What is it that everyone pronounced it on for years? I think it was Yuffie's name. Everyone said Yuffie.
Oh my god!
So we got like actual dialogue. But this game looks pretty good. From what I've seen from it, the gameplay looks fun. I love my Square Enix games, so maybe this is something I end up checking out. I'm getting busy right around this time though, so I don't know. Because on August 30th,
it's a big game.
It is a big game. On August 30th, then Star Wars Outlaws comes out. This is the Ubisoft Star Wars game coming from what's their name, Massive. They're making this Star Wars game, heading it up, and it looks awesome.
It looks so good. So excited.
Yeah, fingers crossed on that one, definitely.
It's probably the next real big game I'm looking to play.
Yeah, it's definitely the next big one I'm looking forward to. Yeah, loving what I'm seeing from the exploration side. It seems like they nailed the actually flying into the planet type of thing that you would want, right? We're just gonna have to see with that combat. You know, I'm not entirely sold on how the shooting's gonna end up feeling, but everything else from just yeah, a lot of cover based type stuff. You know, yeah, and you got your little alien pet, whatever the fuck that is. You can command him to do shit. So that's
like a Loth cat, but I doubt it's a Loth cat.
Yeah. If they can like nail that GTA in space type of vibe they seem to be going for here, but like a little more kid friendly, that sounds awesome to me.
So you saying that Trevor's not going to beat a biker in front of everyone?
Yeah. No, he's not going to murder the prominent DLC character from GTA 4 just in front of you for no reason and make him look like a bitch. Just you know. You get 1 second like, oh, there's Johnny from the GTA 4 DLC. That's awesome.
That was his name?
Oh, he's a pussy now. Oh, Trevor just killed him. Great. Ruin that DLC for me.
That was his name? His name was Johnny?
I believe so.
And Johnny's dead.
Okay, now we get into September when the fall typically kicks off here. We start off then September 5th, Stalker 2 Heart of Chernobyl. Finally coming out on Xbox and PC.
Yeah.
Game's had a rough development cycle considering these studios in UK and
Oh yeah.
So they're crossing the finish line here finally. And
good
for them. I'm glad they're finally getting the game out and hopefully it's good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Read a preview of it recently and they were glowing.
Yeah, I think this game's going to be
probably just
really
the radiation. Good. But yeah.
Oh no. Oh no, not a radiation joke.
But sorry. But no, it does look good and the original was very popular back in the day. Seems ages ago when it came out, but it was very popular.
Yeah, I saw gameplay of the original a little while ago and I was like, oh, that's this old, huh? I was like, yeah, it looked cool though. Either of you plan on checking this out then? I'm certainly gonna give it a download since it's on Game Pass.
I would like to.
Yeah.
We'll see. I would like
Probably.
to.
Cool.
Yeah, I quite like the Metro games and it give me that
I
sort
love
of vibe. So.
Games, yeah. I do want to give a shout out to Age of Mythology Retold.
Fun.
Comes out the day before that on Xbox and PC, September 4th.
Oh yeah, there you go.
I've never played the Age of Mythology games, and I know that people really like Age of Mythology.
I also skipped over the Harry Potter Quidditch game coming out on September 3rd.
Oh.
I just realized.
Oh yeah.
So I wonder how popular that's gonna end up being.
Just what, Switch and mobile or just mobile?
No, it's on everything.
Is it coming to everything? Yep. Okay, I thought that
Switch,
was only
PC doesn't even say mobile actually. So.
Oh, well, I thought that was like a mobile.
You would think, right? Yeah, this would be a very smart title to get on mobile, but
yeah, that's what it looked like, a mobile game.
Maybe they're working on it in the background.
Yeah, if this is good, I might check it out. Quidditch is awesome.
My daughter and I will definitely be playing that.
Awesome,
guaranteed.
Yeah.
What if it has co-op?
My theory is they just couldn't get Quidditch working in Hogwarts Legacy, so they were like spun this off, and they were like, yeah, okay, we'll make a little
No, remember all that. Somebody got hurt, so we have to close it all year.
Is that in the Harry Potter lore that year there was no Quidditch? I don't know. I don't know, guys.
Is that true?
All right, then we get to September 6th, which is the big one, Astrobot, coming on PS5. Here we go. This is probably my most anticipated for the rest of the year.
It's up there.
Yeah, probably between this and Indie for me. Maybe Life is Strange too.
Zelda. Probably.
Zelda looks awesome too. Yeah. But here it is. Astrobot full 3D platformer, $60 game coming out September 6th. How excited are you guys?
I'll wait.
Very.
Yeah, I'm stoked too. Awesome to see. Everything we see from it just looks amazing. So people got their hands-on experience with it too, and the previews were all glowing. So yeah, man, just give it to me now. Can't wait. We're only 2 months out from this, so very exciting.
Putting Astrobot with the PS5 was so smart.
Yeah, it really was.
When Sony did that, just to give people that chance to really get to know the system and the way it sold, the history and everything. It was so smart. Really good.
Hell yeah. Then September 9th, we got Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2 coming out on PS5, Xbox, and PC. No, a lot of people
glowing
looking
in
forward to this one.
previews.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Now,
game looks cool. The
starting
first one was cool.
yeah.
I always wanted to play the first one on the 360, but yeah, I never got a chance to play it.
Played a demo of it on the Xbox, and I enjoyed it, but I never got to play the full game.
Yeah,
Combat's kind of Gears of War-esque, right?
Yeah,
A little bit.
this was in that era of like people trying to do Gears of War clones.
Cool.
I wish they would bring this to backwards compatible. I'm not sure why it's not. Like it being like a 360 game, there's no reason why it shouldn't. Like, I feel like Xbox get on that, you know.
There's some obscure song from the 2000s in there that's holding
like
it back.
Logo on someone's armor.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
Continuing on then in the month of September, next thing I'm seeing here would be I know Daniel's looking forward to this one, or at least he picked it up on Fantasy. UFO 50 coming out on PC.
Oh yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna play it, but it seems really interesting. I don't know, having like
so it's a collection of like I'm assuming 50 games, right?
They said it's like a collection of 50 games with 50 like developers, or maybe it's not 50, but a lot of developers. And like there is actually like a through line too. Like there actually
is there?
Like there is like whether it's assets that you'll see like things from like elements and assets from other games, and like they said that there is like a story when you play them all, like because they're not all like full 50 games.
Yeah,
like full. They're all some of them are more arcadey. Like you're not playing 50 full price games or whatever.
50 hour RPGs. Like,
yeah.
Oh God.
It seems super cool. I'm gonna keep my eye on it. I just think that I think it's going to review pretty well. That's why I picked it up. But especially it being tied to the Splunky guy.
They've used Game Maker to make it. All the games made under using the Game Maker software.
Oh yeah.
Looking on their website. I'd not even heard about this one, but yeah, no, I'm up for that. Looks good.
Yeah, you were just talking about Splunky. Like, this is the Splunky guy. Yeah. He's like one of the heads doing this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
September 19th, then we just got a release date for this one. The Dead Rising Deluxe Remastered coming out on PS5, Xbox, and PC. Got our first look at gameplay yesterday. Looks pretty good. Being made in the new.
I have to look at them.
Yeah, there's some gameplay in there. We got some new screenshots and whatnot. Being made in that RE engine now, so it looks beautiful.
Yeah, does it still kind of keep that cartoony vibe, or is it looking more realistic?
No, I kept the cartoony vibe, I'd say.
Okay. A
little bit.
Yeah, I want to look up the gameplay.
Certainly, like the faces look a bit more realistic and stuff, but I'd say it still kept that cartoony fun vibe that the original had.
Okay.
Chris, do you have any history with Dead Rising?
I've played the original Dead Rising quite a bit. The timers always used to get to me, but I did enjoy it, and I played the one that came out on the Xbox as well, the Xbox One when it came out.
3, yeah.
3, yeah.
It's a launch
that
game.
wasn't as good. Yeah,
I had that as well. Day one with my.
It was
Xbox
cool.
One,
it was like.
Yeah.
It was all right. Like open. Yeah, it wasn't like a bad game.
Yeah, I liked running the zombies over.
It wasn't amazing.
Yeah, people really like 2 as well a lot. I know 2's got a lot of defenders.
Yeah. Next up then, I guess September 20th, Frostpunk 2. I don't know if any of us are particularly looking forward to that, but I know it's a big deal.
Yeah, the first one always looked really cool. I just never had a chance to check it out. It's gonna be a good. 2's gonna be a good game.
Cool. September 24th, then we got Ara History Untold. Coming from Oxide Games. Xbox seems to be get behind this one pretty heavily.
Yeah, this game seems really cool, even though it's not my cup of tea, you know.
Sure. Also that same day, Epic Mickey Rebrushed coming out on everything.
Yeah.
Loved the Rebrushed. Loved it. I won't play the game, but I'll buy it just for that, you know.
Didn't I say something about that a couple weeks ago?
I think so. Yeah. See, in the battle of remasters between Epic Mickey and Dead Rising, Epic Mickey has won with the Rebrush.
Oh, that's what it was. No, it was last week. I was like, why these stupid things?
Dead Rising didn't do anything fun, you know, nothing fun. Then September 25th, we got Lollipop Chainsaw Repop. Here we go. Here's another one, Daniel.
Dead Rising. You had the chance there for Dead Rising Rise Again or something.
Yeah, something like that. There's something creative there. Come on, Capcom. Like, what are you doing?
That's just lazy. Yeah. Lollipop Chainsaw, people really liked that game.
Yeah, I'm
going.
going. It might not be this year or whatever. I'm gonna play this at some point. Like I've
Mm.
always wanted to check out that other one. It's written by what's his name?
James Gunn.
James Gunn. Yeah, James Gunn wrote this game, which is really cool.
Should be fun.
So it's probably like a really fun story. It might not be the best story, but I'm sure it's a good time at least. I like seeing like a cool character like spinning a chainsaw around. That seems awesome. Her boyfriend or whatever his head is attached to her hip.
Now, did James Gunn write this in his Scooby-Doo era or his Guardians era?
This was way before Guardians.
Okay, cool. Because I want Scooby-Doo James Gunn back. This was after Scooby-Doo. Okay.
Yeah, this was after, but before Guardians.
He was better during the Scooby-Doo
I just made a connection here. Her boyfriend is on her hip, right? I mean, we had 2 other games to copy that after. Got Hellblade and God of War. Hellblade did it, and then God of War copied Hellblade. So it's like, I don't know. Maybe this game is more influential than God of War or Hellblade.
Yeah, good point. Good point. Putting a head on a hip certainly never been done before this.
No. you can't name another game.
You can't do it. Can't do it. Then September 26th, we got The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom coming out on Nintendo Switch.
Let's go. Probably my most anticipated now. This game looks so awesome.
It does. It looks really, really good. To use the same engine as they did with Link's Awakening as well. That was so pretty. Looks great. Oh, Minish Cap is another game I played this year. I went on to Zelda.
I want to play.
Finished Breath of the Wild and then jumped on to, because Tears of the Kingdom people were talking about all the time. Still haven't played that. And then jumped onto Minish Cap.
Did you play that through the Switch Online thing?
No, I played it on the 3DS.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Yeah, it is. Minish Cap is on the online.
Yeah, I noticed it was on there. That was one I was thinking about starting up. Actually, that was a Game Boy Advance game originally, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's really pretty. Capcom.
Yeah.
This is like the era where Capcom they made the Oracle games. They made Minish Cap. They might have made one more. I know they made those 3.
That's really cool. I hope Nintendo does something like that again. Go out, get a big developer. Just let them fuck around with one of your IPs. That's awesome. Echoes of Wisdom though does look awesome.
It looks so good.
Yeah, looks endlessly creative. So I'm very much looking forward to this game. Just fucking around with it. I just want to put beds everywhere and jump on them.
Yeah, tables and beds. I'm putting everywhere.
And I just I
want to see what the controls are like.
Yeah.
That's my only thing at the moment. I want to see the controls. When you're finding all the different things and you're going to say I can use them, it's like, how do I cycle through to choose the thing I want?
It's going to be like Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild, probably.
Yeah, I know. Me and Daniel were talking about it too. Like, is there just like a hit button? You know, is there like just a combat? Like, can she swing her staff and like hit enemies away or something like that? Yeah, we don't really have a clear answer on that as of yet. So I'm very curious to see how that works.
Not the first Zelda game. There's that horrible CDI game that came out on the Philips CDI years ago. That was the first Zelda game.
Oh, that was the first one where you actually played as Zelda? Interesting.
Yeah, you did. But that game was so bad, nobody talks about it.
Yeah, that's the one with the really bad cutscenes and all that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Then we get into October, which is when things really start kicking off here. I guess the first big one I'm seeing, unless you guys want to correct me, would be the Silent Hill 2 remake. There's also the Diablo 4.
I was gonna say,
Vessels of Hatred, the DLC coming out that same day. So October 8th for both of those.
Yeah, Silent Hill 2 is a big. Everyone's holding their breath. I think to see like did Blooper Team do a good job at translating this game into the modern era. I don't really have a lot of faith, but I don't know that it's going to be bad. I don't really think that they can make a bad game. I just don't know if it's going to live up to what people want it to be.
No. We'll see. Hopefully pleasantly surprised on that one, but I'm similar feeling.
Yeah, from a gameplay and combat perspective, it just looks rough. Every time I've seen gameplay of it, it's just like, this looks like unfinished, looks clunky, doesn't look fun to play. So I don't know from that perspective, but like I don't really know if that's what people even go to Silent Hill for. So maybe that doesn't matter all that much, but I don't know. I'm very curious. I have no affinity for the original, so I don't really, I would be going into this completely as a new Silent Hill player. So I don't know. I'm very interested to see what old fans think of it, and then what new people also think of it. Coming out then on October 11th, we got Dragon Ball Sparking Zero.
Mm-hmm.
Coming out PS5, Xbox, PC.
Why could they just call it Budokai Tenkaichi 4?
Yeah, it is weird. Hot
This
choice.
is such. That's not even a great name, but this is like significantly worse. This is bad. This is a bad name. Sparkling Zero? Are you kidding me? You might as well say Dragon Ball not gonna sell. You know what I mean?
I don't think it's
Wow.
that bad. Sparking Zero? That really offend you that much?
Offend me? No, I think it's just a bad name.
Really?
Yeah, it's awful.
I can kind of understand why not calling it that, because then everyone's like, oh, I gotta go play the last three, But at the same time, yeah, they probably should have, just to appease the fan base of those old Budokai games, right?
Yeah.
Chris, do you like Dragon Ball at all?
They a little bit. It's one of those I've started watching it fairly recently because it wasn't on British TV like when we were kids. The only time I remember ever seeing it always had like German language dub. So it was like, this looks cool, but I have no idea what's going on.
That's how badass though.
And then the games always look quite good fun. I did like
Fighters is awesome.
yeah, Fighters.
Yeah, I
and
love Fighters.
Kakarot,
Yeah.
or whatever it is. I did enjoy that.
Oh,
a lot.
I got Kakarot on a sale. I never played it, but yeah, that game seems cool.
Yeah, it seems quite good fun. Well, from what I've played of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll watch with interest, but not into it yet.
That same day then, October 11th, Metaphor ReFantasio.
Let's go.
Coming out PS4, PS5, Xbox Series, and PC.
Another bad name. What are these
This
people
is a
doing
terrible name.
naming their games? Just call it Metaphor.
Yeah.
How many games that are named Metaphor? Why does it have to be? What does ReFantasio mean? I know you probably understand.
It almost already sounds like it's been remastered with that name.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Yeah. It feels like it's a remake or a remaster. They're like, it's a.
I wonder if people are gonna think that, like, oh, when did this originally come out?
Where can I get Metaphor?
It's really weird.
What are they gonna call the remaster in 10 years? What the fuck?
Metaphor ReFantasio.
Yeah. Or this is Atlas, so they're gonna release a fucking gold edition in a year and a half or whatever and charge 70 for it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, I know a lot of people looking forward to this game. Come from the director of Persona 5 and 4 and 3, so a lot of talent behind this. So we'll see what this ends up doing. I'm very excited for it.
Does look good.
Next game then on October 17th, Super Mario Party Jamboree. Coming out on Nintendo Switch.
It seems like a lot of fun.
Chris, you have a kid.
I always love Mario Party.
You guys
never played a Mario Party game.
Yeah, I never have either.
Not one. Not one.
I mean, I must have at some point at like a friend's house. Like there's certainly I've never not played one, but I've never owned one personally.
What is happening right now? What do you mean you never played a Mario Party?
No.
Ever. It's crazy.
Daniel, you need friends for this. I don't have that. It's can it come with two friends?
Don't rub it in. Yeah.
You can actually play without it. You could just play it with NPCs.
Well, that can't be fun. Daniel, is this something you're gonna pick up then? At some point, maybe.
Yeah, I would like to. And like they got better on the Switch. Like the first one, just Super Mario Party, was like fine. It was a very fine Mario Party. But then I know that the one they did after, was it Superstars, was even better. So I'm just assuming that they're just gonna do even better with this one. And then having that 20-person mode online seems really cool. So I think that this game looks great.
Up next then, October 24th, the big one, The Smurfs Dreams, coming out on Nintendo Switch, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series.
No way.
Highly anticipated game coming from the Smurfs crew. The Smurfs themselves are actually making this.
So we're playing their dreams?
Wow.
Yeah, that actually sounds terrifying now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna Smurf your Smurf. What?
Whoa, Chris. Jesus, man, you just crossed the line. Next up then, October 25th, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, coming out for PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series, and PC. They say niche first-person shooter that no one knows about.
Yeah, it came out there's 6 of them, you know?
Like, yeah, crazy, you know? It's just like one of those random Japanese titles where they're on, like, you know, the 12th entry of the series and no one's ever heard about it.
Well, they're Black Ops. They're just hiding under the radar. That's why.
Yeah, that's very clever.
True.
Daniel, I'm assuming you're all over this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely playing it, for sure.
Chris, are you Call of Duty guy at all?
I like Call of Duty.
Do you?
Yeah,
Okay,
I like
cool.
Call of Duty. But for the campaigns rather than the multiplayer.
Yeah.
Personally, I've always enjoyed a Call of
Me
Duty.
too at this point. Yeah.
Really
but
good.
I still play a little bit.
I am stoked to play Prop Hunt. Let's go. That's all I want. I'm gonna download it day one, Game Pass. Oh, it better be there. Oh, I'm gonna write a strongly worded letter to someone if I don't have Prop Hunt day one. Okay.
Dear Phil Spencer.
Dear Phil, I hate your guts. You shut down Tango and now you don't give me Prop Hunt. Those are two cardinal sins. I can't forget that. Can't forgive it. Next up then, October 29th, Life is Strange Double Exposure. Coming on PS5, Xbox Series, and PC. Daniel, here we go. Getting the next Life is Strange game. Max is back.
Max is back. Chloe's got to be there. We talked about that. There's no way.
There's no
way you're going to bring Max and not have, they're going to like, opening is like, similar to another character in The Last of Us. There's gonna be a scene with the headstone of
Chloe's funeral. You gotta. It's like that Call of Duty where you press F on the guy's casket or whatever. Yeah, there you go. You got pay respect, Chloe. Chris, any history of Life is Strange? Fan of the series?
I've played a little bit of them, but I've always got distracted by something else, so I've never really got around to it. But I might scratch that itch at some point.
Yeah, one of those coming of age teenager type of things with some weird powers and shit. It gets wacky. They're fun. Great time though.
Yeah.
Continuing on then. That's it for October, I guess.
Oh, I've got another October game that I think looks good.
Please go ahead.
New World Eternum. The full, because it's I thought that the trailer made it look really good. I think it's the expanded version of the PC original game. It's got more to it, but I thought it looked pretty good.
Okay, cool.
It's that Amazon game, right?
Anyway. Yeah, keep an eye on it.
I guess also this Sonic X Shadow Generations game, which I know is a re-release of Sonic Generations, but is adding a giant Shadow DLC type of thing. I don't know.
It seems like they're combining a lot with 2.
Yeah,
I think Shadow was in Generations 2 or whatever. So they're probably maybe it's like a big just all generation stuff.
Okay, and that comes out October 25th.
I'm not a fan of Sonic. I think we kind of just need to like kind of be real. Can we be real on the show?
You can be real.
Like we really need to kill this man. He needs to go. Like, what good has Sonic done for the games industry? Please.
No, I couldn't agree more, honestly.
Name one thing.
I mean, if anything, he's holding the game's
I think he's holding me back.
Yeah.
He's holding me back.
Holding humanity back. He's holding everyone back, honestly.
Please. He likes chili dogs? Disgusting. That's disgusting.
They're messy.
Like, messy.
Yeah.
Hot dogs are gross anyways.
Yeah.
He wears big red shoes. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
The only person that can wear big red shoes or eat big shoes at all is our boy Sora. There's no one else.
100%. 100%. Does Sonic even have the feet to fill out those shoes?
Maybe. What is he like, Rayman? Just no limbs? You know? Disgusting.
This, of course, goes alongside Sonic 3, which comes out in theaters in December. Shadows in it.
The only thing that's okay about Sonic is the music and has nothing to do with Sonic.
That's a great point. You could put that music in anything.
Yeah.
In fact, the music was wasted on Sonic.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Why, Michael Jackson, why are you working on Sonic? You could have worked on any other game.
Great question. Last game for October, no release date, is Just Dance 2025. I know we'll all be there.
I dislike Sonic.
This is a Sonic guy.
Not massive, but I don't dislike it.
We just shit all over him, Chris, and you just sat there. Come on, man.
Is that so? There's no more Wii ones, right, for Just Dance?
Did they stop finally with the Wii?
Yeah, I think maybe a couple years ago.
Wow.
They stopped, right? Can you see the what it's coming to from what you're looking at?
It is just
Just
Nintendo
came out.
Switch, PS5, Xbox.
Okay, so it's not even
Yeah.
coming to Wii U.
Yeah.
They're not even doing the Wii U
They're
ones
not even
anymore?
doing the last gen,
I think so.
which is crazy.
Oh,
We have
yeah.
giant AAA games still
They
doing
did the
last
Wii one
gen,
for
but
like
Just Dance is like, nah, we
15
good,
years.
we good.
It
Yeah.
did run for a long time.
If
But-
FIFA
but
still
they're
comes
not-
out on PS2, believe it or not.
I think they stopped that, but they were doing that for I think forever. Yeah,
FIFA 25 PS2 this year.
yeah. You're not gonna like have a PS4 version of
Just Dance.
I think
Yeah,
they're
that
kinda
is
crazy for-
kind of wild. Yeah.
Yeah,
Get that shit on mobile or whatever. Like, what are you guys
Yeah,
doing?
everywhere.
Go to where your audience is. Then we get into November. First game I'm seeing then November 7th, Mario and Luigi Brothership coming out on Nintendo Switch.
Mm-hmm.
Just got the reveal of this at the Nintendo Direct a couple weeks ago. Looks dope.
I'm not sure it's a me game, but it does look alright.
I like the arts though. The
Yeah,
little
I think it's a
cel
cute art
shaded
style.
look looks kind of cool. For anytime I see Mario in a different lighting, I'm like, ooh. look
It
at
always
that.
looks like it kind of just reminds me of all the covers that I've seen of the Mario Luigi games.
Yeah.
Like it just has that kind of cool vibe. It's just like a different look to Mario. I like seeing a different Mario look and not like this new Super Mario Brothers look that we've had for a long time. It's just kind of that's what made Super Mario Wonder so cool. It was just like a different look for Mario.
Then November 8th, Slitterhead. Coming on
We're
PS4,
getting
PS5,
slitty.
and Xbox. Don't say that. Please don't say that.
You don't want to
We-
get slitty?
No, I don't. I don't at all.
You're not gonna play this game?
This is interesting because this is from the Silent Hill guy, right?
Yeah.
So this
yeah.
is coming out competing with the Silent Hill 2 remake. We'll see which ones went out there.
Yeah, I don't know about this one. I don't know what to think.
I don't
Definitely
either.
a wait for a review game.
Much like the Silent Hill 2 remake, the gameplay looks rough, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
At least has a fun concept of like bouncing between people and stuff. I don't know. There's definitely something going on there. I just hope that they can like stick the landing.
Oh, there's something going on there. All right.
It's getting gross.
Next up, the big one, November 12th, Farming Simulator 25, coming out on PS5, Xbox, and PC.
We all know people in Milwaukee love to farm.
And we do, we sure as fuck do. Go outside of Milwaukee for even a second, all you'll see is farms. So
Discovered my brother-in-law plays Farming Simulator the other day.
did he play it on the Facebook app?
I don't know. But
But wasn't that Farmville?
I don't know what it was.
yeah,
I think that was
Farmville's
Farmville. Yeah.
yeah.
I think my mom played Farmville. In,
Yeah, that's what I remember.
08.
Yeah.
Like a
My
big
mom
game,
playing
wasn't
it.
it, back in the day? Yeah.
Do you guys remember Webkins?
No.
No.
Vaguely, now you say it.
Vaguely, yeah. Webkins was the time.
Is that like Club Penguin?
I don't know what Club Penguin is. I've heard that name, but I'm not entirely sure.
Okay.
Webkins was like you buy a stuffed animal and then you can put the stuffed animal
Oh, no.
in the game. You know, you get like a little code and then you can put them in the game, and then you just
That
like
sounds like a worse
you
version.
make
of
a
Beanie
house. Was there Beanie Babies game?
Babies. It probably was, but Beanie Babies are cool.
Beanie Babies were not cool, sir.
Yeah, they were.
Do
you remember that-
You think Beanie Babies were?
You ever see
cool?
that divorce trial where the married couple were like splitting their Beanie Babies?
Yeah,
was
those are the
awesome.
two coolest things on earth:
It's the
divorce
cool-
and Beanie
That is the
Babies.
coolest divorced couple ever. They're like splitting their Beanie Babies like they're children. It's awesome.
Those things got fucking expensive, though.
Yeah, they did.
I see
That's why they were splitting them. Yeah.
That caused the whole
Oh.
divorce. Continuing on, then November 14th, Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D remake coming out on Nintendo Switch, PS5, Xbox Series, and PC. Chris,
Oh,
nod your head. You excited for this one?
Yes. Looking forward to that one. It looks really good. I've got a bit of a Dragon Quest thing going on at the moment. My daughter's really into Dragon Quest Builders too.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a great game. And I've sort of been dabbling with them. So yeah, that looks really good.
Sweet. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
really
I'd
looking
like
forward
to
to this
play
one
it.
too. Yeah, not sure I'll get to it this year, just with how busy everything gets right around this fall time. But one I definitely would like to make time for. It looks awesome. I love the HD 2D style. Big turn-based fan as of late, so I'm looking forward to this. Never played a Dragon
I'm
Quest game
right there
either,
with you.
so
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
12 was really good.
Yeah, 12 seemed cool. I think I might own 12 actually.
Mm,
Or
I
no, it's
had
11. It's
If I had a
11.
spare
11, yeah,
120
Yeah,
hours, I would
11,
do it.
yeah, X.
12
Yeah,
is the new one.
yeah,
Yeah.
12's the new one. 11 is the it's
We
really
got to
good.
be seeing that soon, right? Like
Yeah, we
they
should see
teased that
something.
like 2 years ago or
Went
something like that.
going through some
Mm.
complications as of late, from what I remember
Oh,
seeing in
is it?
rumors. Yeah. I think
Interesting.
the main director left, so it
Maybe
might be
that's a
further out than you
2026
think.
game.
Yeah. I don't know. It depends how much they're shuffling it there.
Yeah,
If
they always
they
take their time with Dragon Quest.
if they don't ever do another Dragon Quest builders, I think my daughter might put a hit out on them.
Oh
Oh
God.
my god!
I hope they
What's
announce
that
it.
other one they did? Was it last year? Was it? It was I think it was last year. Was it Treasure or Treasures?
Yeah,
Or,
treasures. Yeah.
yeah. Was that similar to Builders or what was that one like?
It's more. It was a collectathon type. You get lots of chests and various things. It was different vibe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Coming out the next
It'll be
day,
alright.
then on November 15th, Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Big
Here we
one.
go.
Yes.
Assassin's
Oh,
Creed
yes.
finally heading to Japan. People have been clamoring for this for decades now. Here it is.
Yeah.
We're finally here. Chris, you excited?
Oh yes. Yeah, it should be fun.
Yeah, I like the gameplay of these ones. I don't know. I'm just I have not been a fan ever since. I'm the exact opposite of you, Chris. I've not been a fan of the giant open world Assassin's Creed games. So I just don't know. It's parts of it look really cool to me, then parts of it just it kind of turned me off to it. So I don't know. One I would definitely like to try out at the very least. But I like
I was
the
so happy when I discovered it was open world.
Yeah.
'Cause I was thinking, oh, they've finally done it, and they're not even going to give me that. I was like, oh, it is. Yes.
Yeah, me and Connor are on the boat of like older style.
Yeah, I mean, I fell off Assassin's Creed way before that. I fell off Assassin's Creed after 3. I played that and I was like, nope, never again. And
It was a letdown for me. Just didn't quite
Yeah.
vibe. with me.
yeah, I think it
wanted
was
to
for most
love it.
people. Yeah.
Yeah, I think a cool
Yeah.
setting, but
That was the
I mean,
best part about it, right? They didn't
Yeah.
execute it properly though.
and but it also introduced the boat stuff that people like, especially and it got better in 4. Like I want to play 4 a lot. That's really the only one like Assassin's Creed game I just want to go and play and beat. It's my favorite Syndicate. Syndicate's incredible. That game's like it's a Batman game in London.
Cool.
It's so cool. It's got a grappling hook. You're like Batman flinging grappling hooks on buildings. It's insane. It's awesome.
Sweet.
I saw something today. Just think about it. There's the Steam summer sale on, and I know the PC version was rubbish, but you can get Arkham Knight for like £1.59. And I just
Gee.
thought that is insane.
What a
yeah.
steal. That game's awesome.
Yeah.
That game doesn't get enough credit. That game's awesome.
That's a ridiculously good value game.
Yeah, Steam sales are so stupid. They always do them too.
I always get so
Yeah.
jealous when people tell me those stories. Like one of my friends was telling me, like, "Oh, I bought Fallout New Vegas for like $3 at Walmart once." It's like, Jesus.
I've been playing that.
Yeah. Oh, I have you.
These
Nice.
all these games keeps coming back to me that I've been playing.
Yeah,
New
Chris-
Vegas. I'll
Chris just
play.
remembering
Yeah.
what he's been playing.
I need to play New Vegas and 3.
All right, continuing on then. We only got a couple more hard release dates. So the next one would be November 19th, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Chris, were you the one that is into these games?
Yeah.
No? Okay. Someone in our
Yeah,
chat was.
they look brilliant, but they'd go over my head.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And I don't mean that in a bad sort of plane flying over my head joke.
Looks beautiful. I
Um,
always tell myself I'm going to download this and then like just crash into my
Yeah.
house or whatever and then
Yeah.
turn it off. And
They look
that's it.
beautiful.
We go commit
Uh,
terrorism and then turn it off.
I
you know?
live like literally right by the airport too, so it'd be very easy to find my place. Yeah, I'm not particularly looking forward to playing it or anything, but it looks awesome. I mean, they don't come out with these games that often. I think this is like the quickest turnaround they've done because I know the last one was in 2020. And usually there's like a
Yeah.
very long gap between releases of these, so interested to see why the rush to make another one so quickly. But
Probably sold pretty well, I would guess.
yeah,
It reviewed incredibly well, you know.
it did, yeah. Okay then, that is it for the hard release dates actually. So we get
Well,
into
is
December. Am I
Yeah.
missing
Yeah,
something, Chris?
I was going to say, did we not get a date for Indiana Jones?
We did
No,
not.
not
No.
yet.
We
So
not got a
so
date.
no, we
Technically
can.
avowed either, so
Yeah,
Oh,
I want to get into these the games
Yeah.
that still are left without a date. We can get into some of these. So first up, in December, we know it's December. We just don't have a hard date. Is Lego Horizon Adventures coming out sometime in December? I assume it's got to be early December. If you're gonna come out in December, you gotta come out early December, right? So
looking forward to that.
are you? Yeah,
It'll be fun.
You and your daughter plan on playing this? That could be a very fun
definitely.
co-op game, right?
Oh yeah. Don't mind a Lego game as a 2-player. I love the Lego Star Wars game.
Yeah.
And I just love Horizon.
Do we know?
I know I haven't finished the second, but
is the co-op partner just Varl? Like, or is the co-op partner can be anybody
don't know
else?
if they've said.
Okay.
Don't know if they've said.
Yeah, I do
just
not
said
know.
she's bringing friends. That's all.
Cool.
So we shall see.
And then we get into the games that just have a vague, still coming out sometime in 2024, but we don't know the exact date. First game, then 33 Immortals, I'm seeing, which is
that's that Xbox one.
Yeah. This is from the Spiritfarer guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay. Coming out with some sort of roguelike
really
multiplayer
cool,
game, right?
I don't know if it's for me, but it looks cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm looking forward to this game, The Altars, which is a
oh yeah, you are
some sort of survival simulator thing where you're like building weird house on a giant wheel and you're like making different copies of yourself and you're like working together with the copies of yourself to live, I guess. I don't exactly know what the objective is, but this game looks fucking awesome to me. Got like cutscenes and a cool looking story and stuff. So
it looks super weird.
Yeah, it looks super weird, super up my alley. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. We'll see if it actually ends up coming out this year. I think everything we're about to name from now on is just kind of like we'll see if it's actually coming out this year.
Yeah.
That feels like one that could slip. It looks very ambitious.
Yeah. Then next game then would be Avowed, come from Obsidian Entertainment. Supposedly coming out in November from according to Tom Warren. So and there was that leaked release date on the Obsidian website, which I believe was November 12th. So we'll see if that ends up being accurate. Probably will be if I had to guess. Yeah, I am very much looking forward to this game. The more we see for it, I've been saying on the show for a couple episodes now, this game hasn't really had a good showing, and I think it's just a tough game to show off with the type of game that it is. So I don't think people have been particularly impressed by it, but I think when it actually comes out, people see reviews and get their hands on it and whatnot, I think we'll all see that Obsidian still got it, and probably going to be a great game.
Yeah, they're saying to the Outer Worlds gives you the best idea of what to expect from Avowed.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking for.
Yeah, and if it is, great, because that was a good game. Really good
I
game.
love the Outer Worlds, so give me an RPG that size again. I would love. I'm definitely want to play Avowed.
Yeah, definitely.
Then we got Batman Arkham Shadow, which is a VR game coming out sometime this year. Just says Q4 still. Chris, any interest in this?
No, it's only on Quest 3.
Oh, okay.
At the moment, I will have no way of playing it.
Interesting.
Be interesting.
That's so crazy to me, man. Like, if you're a VR game, you should you really got to just come out on everything, right?
At least try to,
yeah.
We'll see. We'll see whether that actually.
Did you play the last Batman game on? I know it was a while ago now, but yeah, you enjoyed that one.
Yes, it was cool to be Batman. It was cool to be in that world, but the game itself was a bit naff.
Yeah, it was like an experience, right?
Yeah, being a detective and stuff rather than being fully Batman, if you know what I mean. It was just the
you gotta have the balance. I love the detective side
a bit of both would be good.
Yeah,
but it wasn't. Sometimes give me a chance to fly through the city or something on a grappling hook and maybe get in the car but no.
As much as I love the Rocksteady games, I kind of wish that there was more of the detective side. Like, I think that would be a really cool game for them to try to do. Is like do fun open world beat 'em up, but then like get some cool detective stuff like that. I want a cool detective Batman.
Yeah.
Next game I'm seeing is The Casting of Frank Stone, which is a supermassive game. One of their traditional movie-like experiences. Supposed to be coming out sometime this year. I would guess October if it is this year, right?
Yeah.
Why not put it out right around there?
Gotta announce that date soon, I would assume.
Yeah, surprising that they didn't over the whole Summer Games Fest type of thing. You would have thought we would have seen a trailer for that in a release date by now. But whatever. This game looks interesting. I don't really know. I don't understand the what is it, Dead by Daylight IP?
Yeah, it's tied to Dead by Daylight.
Yeah, so like I don't really know the whole lore and the background of that game, so I don't know how interested I am in this, but I do like my supermassive horror games, so maybe this is something to check out, or maybe I just wait for the next actual supermassive proper title.
Yeah. I'm probably not gonna play it, to be honest.
Okay.
I'm kind of waiting for the next Dark Pictures, like the sci-fi Dark Picture game.
Yeah, yeah, me too.
Whenever that is gonna come out, maybe next year.
Next game then, big one here, Dragon Age: The Veilguard, coming out sometime this
Mm.
year. Rumored to be October, so I don't know what they're doing with the release date on that one. If it is coming out this year, or if this one's
Yeah,
gonna end
need
up
to announce
slipping
it.
as well. But I don't
I
know.
don't
Maybe
think it
they
will.
should slip because this could be a very good January February type of game if I was them, you know. But yeah,
Maybe.
maybe it probably more than likely just comes out in October sometime this year. And are you guys looking forward to this?
I think if they can try to
Mm.
get it like, I don't know if it's too early, August, you know, so I don't know, something like that. Try to get it out as early as you can. That's what I would say.
I'm interested in it, but I'm not like desperate for it. If you know what I mean. If it comes out early, great. If it comes out start of the next year, I'm quite happy either way. But yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, I have not been super impressed by the look of this game, just the gameplay and everything. Hasn't really done anything for me. But I hope it does well. I hope BioWare knocks it out of the park. Just so the better this does, the better Mass Effect will be. I gotta assume.
I'd say get BioWare back on track.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, which BioWare is this one? Do we know which one is what and which one's which? This is the Anthem BioWare, but like, which one is that?
I don't
Which
know.
one is Edmonton? Is Edmonton the Mass Effect team? That's the main one, right?
What is it? Edmonton, Montreal?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't
yeah.
know.
This might be Montreal. I think Edmonton's the main Mass Effect team. So yeah, I mean, you kind of have to get both these teams rolling again. Like, they've been sitting on nothing for 5 years, so it's tough. It's like 5 years for Edmonton, or I guess this is Montreal or whatever one it is, and then Edmonton. It's been since 2017. So it's been even
Wow.
longer for them. Andromeda was, yeah, a while ago.
Next up then. I guess Hyper Light Breaker is the next one I'm seeing. That is a big deal.
The Fantasia port, maybe. That Mistwalker game.
Oh, okay. Oh, this one. Okay. Yeah, I'm not even
Yeah.
familiar with this.
We talked about it. It was on that Nintendo Direct. It was the one that was like the guy, the Sakaguchi, the guy from Final Fantasy, his team, Mistwalker. They did
Okay.
all those like 360 Japanese role playing games, but
Okay.
he's been making like just stuff on mobile. People have been wanting to play this game and not play it on mobile, so it's now getting PC stuff. It doesn't have a full date yet, but they said this year.
Then we got Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Still no release date for that one yet, but according to Tom Warren, sometime in December. I gotta assume early December again. So
Yeah, let's see. I'm gonna pull up December and look at what dates it could be. If we're going like Tuesday, it could be the 3rd, the 10th. Could be
I
the
always like it
6th,
when you
the
do
13th.
the Friday right after the Game Awards, and then get some promo going at the Game Awards, right? And then be like, it drops tonight, type of thing.
Well, Game Awards is in what?
December.
Yeah, we have a date. Yeah, do we have a date? So is that it's on a Thursday?
Probably the
usually,
first
right?
Thursday of December,
So it'd be
like
the
normally.
5th. So you
It
think it'd be
looks
like about the 6th?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I would do. I think Xbox
looks
likes
like
their
it's
Wednesday
nailed-
release dates though, so
Yeah.
Mm.
It looks like it's nailed the humor and the action from the
Yeah.
trailers, but let's see what the gameplay's really like. But yeah,
I mean, I'm
it's
not.
a lot more up for it.
I have full faith in the gameplay.
Mm.
Even though we've
hoping it
only
nails it.
seen like snippets, it just
Mm.
knowing machine games, it's like that's
They
what
should
they
be able to
do.
do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what they do. Like the Wolfenstein games are just incredible.
It'd be so good if it does completely land. It could be brilliant.
Yeah, I think that's a sleeper hit for like people's game of the year. I think this game will come out and like if that story is fun and feels like indie, like classic indie that we all want, like we want like Raiders and like Crusade. If we get an indie like that, or Crusade, yeah, Last Crusade. I think that's my favorite one. But if it feels like those movies, but like in a fun video game and not like the two bad movies, I feel like this game is just going to be a very big hit.
Yeah.
At least critically. I don't know sales wise, but
Hopefully.
Yeah, I'm right there with you guys. I am curious from a puzzle perspective as well. They showed very light puzzles in the couple of trailers we've gotten for this game. So I kind of want an Indiana Jones game to lean pretty heavily into that type of stuff. So I'm curious from
Be
that
very
perspective as
Uncharted.
well. Yeah,
Nothing
yeah.
too in depth,
I would
but just
go a little
like
bit more than Uncharted even.
you
I
want
would
more.
yeah, I would
Yeah.
turn that up a couple notches on the puzzle side. Uncharted is very like 4 or 5 puzzles sprinkled throughout the campaign that you're gonna have to do. I would like more than that. I would like little like side objective things that are with puzzles, sort of like Tomb Raider.
Yeah, Tomb Raider, you guys have
Yeah,
side
they
tombs
kind of
you can
do.
do.
Yeah. Give me
Yeah.
some stuff like that and make them good, make them clever. Yeah, and then yeah, I think Chris is completely right. They've nailed the sense of humor from that last trailer, especially at the Xbox Game Showcase.
Yeah, that Nazi
Yeah,
scene
yeah.
was really fun. Yeah.
Yeah, that was hilarious, and yeah, full confidence. I agree with Daniel too. Full confidence in their first-person shooter expertise over at Machine Games. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to this game.
And let's be real. Who doesn't want to punch a Nazi? You know what I'm saying?
Who doesn't want a bunch of Nazi?
Come on now. Come on now.
Worry about you.
Continuing on then.
Yeah.
We got Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Still no date on that one yet. Daniel, I know you're looking forward to that one.
I don't know if I'm gonna play it, but I'm excited to see about it. Look into it. Like I was kind of curious at the first one, but and this one just seems like a step up in every way, narratively, and it's probably gonna be bigger and more expansive, more RPG stuff in it. So I think that they're just gonna like take a step up. Was it Warhorse? I think right. That's who this is?
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Yep, Warhouse Studios.
Yeah. Like I know that they got some blowback from that first game, so I kind of hope that that's kind of away from it, and they can kind of just come out and make a great game.
I'm just gonna rattle off the few we got left here because I do want to get to what we've been playing, and we're kind of running out of time.
Yeah, sure.
Sure. So let's go. Let's see here. We got the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection. Very much look forward to that, Chris.
Very
I know you are
excited,
too. Yeah. Okay.
Oh yes.
Stoked for that. Can't wait to play Marvel vs. Capcom 2 again, and all the other things in that there look interesting too.
Brilliant. All brilliant.
Possibly Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. I don't think it's coming out this year, but we'll see.
I think it's next year.
Yeah. Continuing on then the Plucky Squire, of course, still no release date for that one yet. What's that?
Oh, you missed two. This one's not for me, but Metal Slug Tactics. There's a chance that's this year. The one for me, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Rita's Rewind. That beat 'em up. That Power Rangers beat 'em up. So I want to play that so bad. Give me a date for that.
Cool. We got A Quiet Place: The Road Ahead, which I just saw a trailer from this today. It looks very interesting. First person survival horror type of thing in A Quiet Place universe. That sounds cool.
Yeah, I don't know. That universe is getting overdone at this point. I haven't even seen the second movie.
The second movie.
I want to see this. I know. I want to see the second
fucking
movie,
awesome.
I think we're getting too much in that universe.
Then we got The Rise of the Golden Idol.
Oh
yeah, release date on that one, but coming out sometime this year.
Is Replaced? Is that supposed to be this year still?
Replaced, yeah, it's supposed to be sometime this year. They have Square with a Gun listed again. We already got a release date for that. Starfield: The Shattered Space, big DLC for Starfield.
Oh yeah,
it's supposed to be coming out sometime in September, so I know that's gonna get a lot of people going back into that world. Continuing on then, The Thing remastered from Night Dive Studios.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, it does look good.
I've never played that original game. I would like to play it.
Vampire: The Masquerade Bloodlines 2.
That's that's cheating because that game has been coming out for like 4 years.
Still coming out. Yeah. And then the last one I'm seeing listed here, which it shouldn't be, is The Wolf Among Us 2. No way that comes out this year.
Yeah, that's another one.
I'm very quiet.
Yeah. Oh well, here's one for you. Wander Stop, right? That doesn't have a release date yet.
Oh, Wander Stop.
Or Wander. What did I say? Wander? Yeah, Wander Stop.
That doesn't have no release date as of yet for that one, but that game does look awesome.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see if all those end up actually coming out this year. I'm pretty confident the Xbox games coming out this year. Everything else we named, I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
No.
Cool. Neva is another one, I think, in my head.
Yeah.
I want that to come out. I hope it does.
Yep. So we're setting up for a good second half of the year here, guys. We will now get into what we've been playing. Chris, did your light go off or something?
I've told you I've been playing all the way through this.
Yeah. It all came back to you over the whole course of the show.
I don't think there's anything else I need to tell you.
Okay,
I played a bit of Gran Turismo on VR.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. How's the VR? That seems...
It's excellent. The Gran Turismo is brilliant in VR. It's really, really good.
Are you more of a Forza person or a Gran
Yeah,
Turismo person?
more Forza.
You like
But
Forza more?
it's the Forza Horizon particularly rather than the
Yeah.
main Forza games. But yeah, no, I do enjoy myself in VR on Gran Turismo. Right.
Sweet. Was there anything else you wanted to shout out then that
Yeah,
you've been
I
playing?
don't
No,
think I've got
that's it.
anything else really that I've been playing
Okay.
that I haven't already told you about.
Okay, cool. Daniel, what have you been playing over the last week?
I'm still playing.
Suppose we
Link's
did this show
Awakening.
like what 4 days ago, so
Yeah,
you
I
couldn't
played a
play too
little bit.
much. Yeah.
I got
Link's Awakening.
the
Okay.
remake.
Yeah,
I'm
I
trying
finished
to play
that
that
earlier in the year.
before. Now I've got a timeline now because it's like I got to play this before Echoes of Wisdom.
Yes.
So I haven't played too much of it as much as I wanted to. I'll probably play more today. But the next couple days I won't be able to play.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, I got the second instrument now.
Yeah.
Where am I? Forget where they want me to go for the next one. I think I went into the swamp to get the second one. And they want me to go to the prairie. Does that sound right?
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Yeah, they want me to go to the prairie, so I have to kind of figure out where that is, how to get there.
I'm going to show my age and say I completed Link's Awakening on the original Game Boy back in the day.
Wow.
Did you play the color version? What was the name?
No, it was the original green version.
Yeah.
And I never played the color version when it came out, but I have completed the Switch one.
Yeah, I love how this game looks. It's so fun and charming, and it's like we need just to. This is just me going on a diatribe again, but we need to get back to smaller games with smaller scopes that still are fun. These games don't need these budgets. Like I don't care really what the market demand is. You could do a lot with a little. And I think yeah, Nintendo doesn't really do hyper realistic things, but they know how to budget and scope their games properly. I think you could still do realistic games and scope and budget your games properly. It just feels like these companies don't.
No.
And it's like I just feel myself. I'm already just a huge Nintendo fan. Honestly, like I know that there over the course of doing this podcast, maybe I'm some sort of Xbox fanboy, even though I play everything. I just choose the Xbox because of the controller, But it's like if I'm a fan of any of these companies it's probably Nintendo. I'd probably say I'm more of a fan of them. So
Nintendo went to the wall. That's the one that had hurt.
Yeah.
If they went away, that's the one that would really hurt.
I don't know if the industry could handle them not being in it.
No.
At this point, I don't know what the industry would even be like. But I just feel myself like regressing just to like maybe I just gonna play Nintendo stuff like until these other companies get it figured out, like play that. So like I'm playing that. I have a few other Switch games I want to play, like Prime Remastered, Mario RPG, Paper Mario. I would like to play like the Xenoblade Xenoblade Chronicles. Yeah, I'd like to play those games, but those are huge RPGs. I don't know when I'm going to get to that. But I have a lot in like my backlog that I kind of want to play, even though there's some new releases that are coming out. Like I still need to get back to Baldur's Gate 3. Like
so do I.
The fact that I have not played that and I'm such a D&D player, like it's kind of crazy. I still want to go through the rest of the Souls games. That's like I want to play Dark Souls 2, 3, Sekiro, Demon Souls.
What about Shadow of the Erdtree?
I'm just not a DLC person. If it came out with the game, I know that sounds crazy. If it came out within that first month, maybe I'd still be playing it, or I would have played it. So like when I played Bloodborne, I already had played it since when the Old Hunters was already out. So like I just kind of streamlined right into it.
Yeah.
So like now playing Dark Souls, when I get to Dark Souls 2, it's already gonna have the Skull of the First Sin DLC. 3 is gonna have, I think there's 2 for 3, and then Sekiro I don't think really had any. Demon Souls I don't think had any. So those are already gonna be bundled in. Like I could just easily play those. So as great as Erdtree is, like I just don't know if I have it in me to like play DLC, go back to a game like that. Personally,
I feel the same. It feels daunting to go back into it.
I love Elden Ring. It's one of my favorite games of all time.
So good.
Yeah.
It was so good, and I was so hooked. But I know if I play that, nothing else is getting played for a while.
Yeah.
And yeah,
That's pretty much it.
I have been playing Elden Ring
Yeah, you
Shadow
have. Let's
Entry.
go.
I am on the final boss. I am stuck on the final
Ooh.
boss.
Okay.
I guess I'm not stuck because I know I'm still a little under leveled
I was to say, did you get all the fragments?
No, I don't. I think there's a lot, so I don't think typically a lot of people get all of them.
Okay.
From what I've heard, people max out at around 14, 15, and then fight the main boss.
Wait,
Maybe
there's
even a
like
little
20
lower
of
than
them?
that. I'm not sure how many there are exactly. Oh God, Chris disappeared. Look at that. That was cool.
Got very dark here. Apologies.
Because the scaling's a little bit different when you collect those things to level up your in the DLC game level, right? And
Yeah.
but like they scale differently, so it's like the first 5 levels of that, every one you get, you go up every level, and then the next 5 through 10, you need to collect 2 to go up 1 level, and then 10 through 15, you need to collect 3 to go up 1 level. So it becomes more and more that you need to get. So I'm at level.
So it's like the flasks, basically.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. So I'm at level 12 on that, and from what I've heard, some people are recommending
You need to be a little higher.
go up a little bit higher. Yeah, go explore a bit more, get some more of those things to get to like level 12, 13. But yeah, or no, to get to like level 14, 15, and then go fight the final boss. I got his health down like halfway already, so I'm pretty confident in myself that I can.
What's your same build?
Yeah, same build I took from the main game. I was talking about it last week. I still have the blood build, I guess you want to call it, whatever, where you get the giant blood slash and it does a lot of damage on that. And I am using the shit out of the mimic tier. Thank God for that thing. It's
it's great.
It pretty much becomes an Army of 2 game with the mimic tier because I'm just like, oh yeah, you take the aggro, bud. All right.
You know what? It's gonna be me and me versus everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you take anybody in with you when you go for these?
No, yeah, I've never messed with the online too much. So yeah, I don't have an actual person with me, but you know, Mimic Tier's my buddy. He's my best friend.
Well, I only did towards the very end.
Say that again.
But I have to say it was good.
Yeah,
I only did towards the very end.
Oh, did you? Okay.
It's actually really good.
Yeah.
Having somebody else just running around doing stuff with you. Yeah. I'm not normally into that sort of thing. Everything else.
You could just always just summon some random person, especially when you get into like a boss fight. Like there's so many people. Like people love to hate on the Souls community, and yeah, there's some like weirdness there, but like for the most part, a lot of them are really nice and they're really helpful. Like a lot of them just want to help you. They just help the community beat every boss all the time. They're always like putting their signs out there. Like there are some toxic players, but that's like video games.
Yeah, I mean, you're always gonna get those kids that are just like, oh, you suck at this game because you use certain things. I don't know. If you use what the game's providing for you, it's like whatever.
It's
fine. It's like,
but that's such a small amount of people. Most people in the Souls community are just helpful.
It's like the internet. There's a loud minority there.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, having such a great time with the DLC. It is so impressive, the level design here. It's just incredibly layered and just it's just my favorite area in in Elden Ring. Like if you combined all the areas.
This new one?
Yeah, the new one's definitely my favorite area. It is just so well designed. It feels so like realistic in a way, you know. It's like you see a mountain over there, and in most video games it's just walk in a straight line and you're gonna get to that mountain. This is not that. It's winding, so many turns, you're gonna have to go in all these different cave systems. It's a lot like real life, you know. It's like you see a mountain in the distance, you can't just walk in a straight line and get to that mountain. More than likely you can't, right? So yeah, it's very impressive from that angle. I haven't messed with the new weapons or anything like that too much. I kind of just was very dependent on my old build from 2 years ago. I was just
felt comfortable.
Yeah, it's like I'm just gonna trust Connor from 2 years ago. Hopefully he knew what he was doing, and I'm just gonna trust his build because I didn't want to relearn all that type of stuff anyway. So yeah, having a great time with that. The last boss fight is just absolutely insane looking. It just looks like a Final Fantasy cutscene. You know, that's what it looks like.
And you're playing it,
dude. He's like jumping up and like throwing like fucking comets at you that are like glowing purple and shit. I'm just like, what is going on here? It's terrifying.
Love it.
I could feel myself slipping back into it at some point. I could see me getting tempted.
DLC's a great time, man. It's very easy to get into too because of the new leveling system. You know, it's it kind of reteaches you everything through that leveling system and stuff like that. So it does kind of feel like it almost could have been a separate thing, you know, like a smaller type of game. Like think of like like Infamous: The First Light or something like that. Like they almost could have done that with this and it would have worked out very well. But yeah.
Well, you're at the final boss already. Is that like did you Yeah, because you're saying like it helps you so much. Did you like hit a wall at all before this final boss, or were you kind
I
of
got stuck
smooth?
on one of the bosses for a minute there, but no, for the most part, I was able to go pretty linearly and just kind of stick with the boss that I'm on and just get through that, and then just keep
You didn't
going.
really have that much of a hard time.
No, not really. Granted, I'm pretty good at exploring in games, you know, or at least I like to think I am.
Granted, you're just a good gamer.
Yeah. Like I am good at like checking every corner and looking around, and like I want to see everything, right? So like I'm gonna naturally pick up all those Erdtree things to level myself up. I think the people that just want to get to the next boss fight are the people that are gonna have trouble with this DLC, and I think that's where a lot of the complaints come from, that the DLC is too hard. Is that, well, you're just not exploring enough, you know?
That's the fun of Elden Ring, was the exploring.
Yeah,
for me. It was
100%.
great.
That's the
You
best
turn
part
a
about it.
corner and you're like, what? Where am I?
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
the you find the most beautiful landscapes ever when you're just randomly exploring in this game, and it's awesome for that. And yeah, so having a great time. Hopefully I beat it by next week. I probably
Cool.
will.
You're in the final boss. I got faith in you.
Yeah. I got faith in Mimic Tier, so he'll get through it for me.
He's got my back.
I know I'm able, if I do get the DLC, I know I've ticked the boxes on what you have to start it. So
Yeah.
it is
Yeah.
tempting.
Yeah, it's very easy when
Yeah.
you just jump into. I literally haven't even been back to like the main Elden Ring land since I started the DLC, so it's just, you can literally just forget about everything else and then just start the DLC fresh.
If somebody hasn't done that blood bit, can't do the House of Blood or whatever it was, that section that you need to have to get the DLC, you've just so got to do it. That was a really good bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
like
I
it's
kind
on
of-
an island basically to itself. Yeah.
It was great. That bit.
And then the other game I've been playing is a game called Still Wakes the Deep, which just came out like 2 weeks
is that
ago.
good?
Yeah. I'm
It looks
I'm right at the end. I was trying to beat it last night, but I got tired, so I was like, all right, we'll just save it. We'll save the ending. So I'm right at the end of it. It's pretty short. It's I think it's like five-ish hours, 6, right around there. This game comes from the Chinese Room, which are the developers of what was the game called? Everybody's Gone to the Rapture.
What's a Rapture?
Yeah, Dear Esther.
Yeah, Dear Esther, a couple other things in there too, which is I never played Dear Esther, but I did love Everybody's Gone to the Rapture back in the day. So yeah, I was excited to check this out when I found out that it was them doing this. I think Colin mentioned it on Sacred Symbols, and I was like, oh, I had no idea that this was them developing that. And when I was playing it, then I kind of remembered seeing a trailer for this game at some point. I saw a trailer for this game, but this game takes quite the turn into somewhere I was not expecting. I had no idea that I don't even know if I want to spoil it for you guys in case you guys want to play it, but
I might play it.
Okay, yeah, I will not spoil it then. It definitely, I thought this was just like a normal, somewhat actiony type of adventure that I was going on, and it takes quite the turn here. And
I'm just curious. What maybe offline you need to like DM me. I just want to know what that is, because like I think I know. What the game is,
I will say slight spoilers, like very light. It becomes a horror game, sort of. So
well, okay, that's what I just thought it was.
Yeah. Oh, did you? Okay, yeah, I had no idea. Yeah. From my memory, when I like started it up and I kind of remember the trailer, I just thought this was like a blockbuster action movie on an oil rig, and I was like, oh,
okay,
yeah. But yeah, it takes a horror turn for sure. So the setup's very interesting. You are a guy named Kaz. I believe you're from Scotland. And I believe this is like an oil rig off the coast of Scotland somewhere. That's where this takes place. And Kaz is running away from the law, from the police, because he did some bad stuff back on the mainland. So he went kind of into hiding, and he took this job on an oil rig just to get away from everything. And the police are trying to chase him down. And the game pretty much opens in the first 5 minutes. You find out that the police have found him. And he's getting fired from his job, and he's gonna get shipped back to the mainland so he can go to jail. And that's in the first 5 minutes of the game. That's pretty much how it starts off. And then shit takes a turn from there, and it gets pretty wacky. It's really cool. So it is basically a walking simulator still, but there are a lot more gameplay elements in this than there was in like Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. Not even puzzles, really. It's more. And this is kind of where the game fails a little bit in the gameplay elements. It's more like climbing and a lot of like catching yourself when you're falling off, like a lot of balancing on a beam type of thing. And then you got to like kind of balance yourself out. A lot of like climbing up ledges and stuff like that while stuff's like falling around you and stuff. And
was Everybody's Gone to the Rapture? You're just walking?
Everybody Gone on the Rapture, from what I remember, yeah, you were literally just walking. That was the definition of a walking simulator. That game, yeah. This game
set in Shropshire, isn't it? It's a Shropshire village.
Yeah. Somewhere
I
in
grew
Britain.
up
I
in
remember that.
the county next to that.
Really, that's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, that's awesome.
Everything I was seeing in the pictures, like, yeah, it looks about right.
So yeah, and then there's a lot of stealth elements in this game with the horror. It becomes very, think like RE7 almost, where like you are trying to dodge and duck under things and hide in lockers and stuff like that, because there's a
I was thinking like Outlast.
Yeah. Think along those lines. RE7, Outlast, right along there. And there's not too many of those segments, but there's just enough to, they're very tense, but I don't know. It's weird because like the first couple encounters with an enemy, I almost thought that you couldn't die. That's how easy it was. Is
okay.
Like the enemy
scripted.
Yeah, like the enemy literally looked dead at me. I looked at it and it didn't attack me, and I was like, oh, it's like you can't die type of thing. That's what I thought was going on here. And then one of the enemies finally got me like a few hours in, and I was like, oh, you can die. Okay, great. Wish I knew that in the beginning. So yeah, it kind of fails in some of its gameplay elements, but the story here is really good, really compelling, really worth checking out. It's funny. This is one of those games that it's an indie game, and I almost wish it was a AAA game. I almost wish it was a full-blown
a little bit more
AAA thing. Yeah, like there's a really good BioShock game in here, or something like that, or something like a Prey, Dishonored type of vibe, There's like a really good one of those games in here somewhere, and it just doesn't have the gameplay elements to really put it above,
What if they stripped a little bit of that back and made it even less of that? Would it be better?
I don't know, because you would still need the horror and the stealth elements to really nail home what this game is. I don't know. I mean, you could do that, right? It's the elements that are bad, I would say, are the climbing elements. They're just not great, and the balancing elements, balancing on beams, they look cool and everything when there's like explosions happening around you and all that, like stuff like that. It's very cinematic and it looks cool, but it isn't really that fun to play. And same with the stealth elements, I would say. It's pretty lazy stealth, It's very like Skyrim almost, where it's just bad stealth, I would say. But it is cool. It's there. It just I just wish it was a little bit better done, better handled, But I do really like the game. I think the story's awesome. There are some really good emotional elements. It needed a little bit longer to flesh out the characters too, because like, you were on this oil rig, so obviously he's bonding with his coworkers the whole time. He's making friends and stuff like that. And you get a little taste of that in the first like 20 minutes of the game. You're kind of walking around talking to NPCs and stuff and getting to know other characters and other people on the oil rig, but it just it's not long enough for me. I needed like an hour or two of that, of really bonding with these other characters and getting to know their backstories and stuff. That way I care when shit does go down, right? And it doesn't do too good a job at that. So I don't know. There's a lot of give and take here. A lot of things I like, a lot of things I didn't like about it. I think it's definitely worth playing, but I just wish there were some changes here. It's funny because I was reading up on the studio, and they got bought out by Sumer Digital back in like 2017, which and then so the main guy who's directed all the games through that, he ended up leaving halfway through this project. He left the studio. So I wonder if this game wasn't going the direction he wanted quite exactly. And yeah, so a game worth playing for sure. Really cool story, really cool atmosphere. The enemy design, when you see these enemies, oh my god, they are fucking scary and they are awesome. But yeah, check it out if you're interested and you like these things.
I love that you compared it to Resident Evil 7.
Yeah.
I had a great time with that game.
Yeah.
Played that all in VR.
Yeah. Definitely cool. The horror elements are there, I would say. It definitely reminded me of that and felt like that. There's, like I said, like a hide and locker type of thing, or you can like pick up a random cup and throw it that way and then run past the enemy and stuff. So definitely a cool game. Definitely want to check out if you're into walking simulators and horrors and stuff. I've probably put like 4.5 right now, and I'm like, I can tell I'm like right at the end. So I would say 5 to 6, right around there.
Okay. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good length for a game like that.
Yeah. Cool to see. Every game's set in America, right? So like it's always cool to see a game set somewhere else with like different accents and stuff. Scottish people on an oil rig. Like that's just a unique setting, right? So I like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that was it then. That will do it for the Nerd Gods podcast, episode 230. Thank you all so much for watching. Chris, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you very much for having me. I've had a great time.
Yeah, man, you're welcome on anytime. I think me and Daniel sometimes forget to invite people on the show.
Yeah.
we're pretty lazy sometimes. So yeah, anytime you want to come on, just give us a message. We'll have you back on. I think we're having Andrew on next week. So
he's supposed to. Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully we get Andrew on here.
Cool. Yeah.
One game I have thinking about, I've bought but I haven't played yet to start playing. I want to go try V Rising, the vampire game. So I might be able to talk about that next time.
Cool.
I'm on.
We will look forward to that. Thank you all so much for watching. Remember to subscribe to us over at youtube.com/nerdicgods. You can also find us available on all audio platforms. Guys, anything else you want to say real quick?
I'm gonna make a table to solve all of my problems, just like Zelda. She's taught me a lot.
Okay, great. We'll see you next week, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.